think I'm ready. I was not in the right account. Okay. Leo Sunchild, are there still spots open? You're right here. You're welcome here. Spots open for what, my friend? Why do I just feel so off? Okay. I needed to look at... need to look at these transits really quickly. Where are these transits? The Sun is 26, 3 Pisces, 12 Aquarius, 9 Capricorn, Mars, Saturn and Jupiter. Something is going on. Okay, that's the current transits. Ah! Oh, come on. Nope, that's the wrong one. Okay, let's go here. Good evening. Hi, Connie. Hi, AHT. Hi, Julie. Hi, Rick. Hi, Connie. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, you guys. Yeah, so, hi, Bonnie. Hi, Vividly Tanya. Oh, it's been a while. I haven't seen you. Yeah, it's late. This always happens to me. When the Mercury right now is pretty far ahead of the sun, and when that happens, I always feel like I'm like trying to keep up with everything. So, how are you guys? It's Friday. It's Aloha Friday. I hope you guys are doing something good for yourself. Again, I haven't really watched a lot of the news that's been going on. I'm trying to check in here, trying to get a feel for what's going on. But it's like we had this Aquarius moon was void, which was kind of a help like yesterday. And then a lot of today, it was void, of course, meaning it was in late degrees Aquarius, not aspecting anything. So just until it gets into the next sign, then it can click and hook into another planet and aspect it, and things start to roll again. So we had like a day and a half of kind of just a really good kind of catch-up day to chill out, reflect, meditate what's been going on, get our bearings. And then the moon went into Pisces probably about 6 hours ago, and things started to pick up. I was surprised. I could not really feel the nuance of that moon in Pisces because Pisces tends to be hidden. It's a mutable sign. It's adaptable. It is a water sign. So it just kind of crept in and went direct, and everything is still calm, which is really, really, really nice. I was trying to check in with a bunch of folks, see what was going on. And yeah, this is so Piscean. There's something going on. I can't see it. Remember, Pisces rules that area that has to do with secrets, hidden enemies, things that retreat. You can't see them. And this is also the sign where Don Julio is his most manipulative, when he's scheming the most, where he gets charged up and is doing stuff all over behind the scenes. So it is really kind of harder for me to tune into that. And I've noticed since this lunation, now that Jupiter, Saturn, we've got more planets in Aquarius, like I'm reading energy differently. It's really, I can't explain it. Last year when we had the Saturn-Pluto conjunction, all of a sudden I had to read cards differently. Everything was different. I'm in that again. And so I haven't watched a lot of readers, so I don't know if they're also like, these cards are weird, or, well, this doesn't make sense, or I wasn't expecting that. It's kind of, these nuances seem really subtle, but they affect us in so many different ways. How are you guys doing? How are you doing? Okay. Hi, Lucienne. Hi, Larry girl. Ooh, She changed her name to Lucky Girl. That's kind of nice. Okay, so I got you guys some new flowers. I thought they were pretty. And they're in a little pot. Got some little primrose. We'll see how they do. We want to write our contracts. I want to tell you a couple of visions that I had this week. In fact, I could not sleep at all night before last. I don't know why. It was kind of weird. It was like, I don't know if that third eye was just wide open with that moon in Aquarius tapping into all these different fields, but it was like I was trying to fall asleep, but I just kept seeing like colors in the back of my brain. Like I felt like maybe things were trying to talk to me, but I wanted to sleep. It was that's also different as well. But so what night was this? So the other night, it was just last night, there were like 3 visions I had. One of them was, like this whole delay on the articles of impeachment being sent to the Senate. Well, I know Nancy has to send them. I feel like she's also trying to wait for more information. Well, all of a sudden, I'm like seeing Mitch, probably in his house in a very nice, home. And Elaine Chow, like as if we don't know who she is. He doesn't know who she is. But they're both there like on a couch, just with all the events this week. They were like so calm, like they were doing their part of the job and they were having a conversation. But when I saw them on the couch and I'm trying to figure out who they're talking to, I'm not allowed to see them. It's like that big bright light came and interfered, just like a couple weeks ago. I couldn't see things. There would be a bright white light that they'd walk into or be on the side of, and I wasn't allowed to see that. And then we had the attack. And then when I would tune into those people, I could see them. So it was kind of like that. So they're on their couch talking, and I think maybe they're officials. I don't think they're like investigation officials from what happened, but like a bigger picture. But they were very calm, giving details, matter-of-factly. They weren't nervous at all, like they had no reason to be nervous about anything. But then, like a half hour later, all of a sudden, Betsy DeVos, here she comes again. She is just this giant mouth screaming. Like you look at her face and just imagine her like jaw unhinges and the whole thing just comes out, a great big mouth screaming, furious, just so like I can't, she's still screaming, you guys, like freaking out, pissed off. So I was like, I don't even want to tune into that. So later on, I was asking DeVos, Chow, I'm like, what is she so pissed off about? And it was because she got caught up with this whole event at the Capitol, basically is what it was. Yeah, she got caught with the Proud Boys, trying to defend her coup. The plan, her secret plan, isn't working out so well. So basically, she knew. That's why Chow said DeVos was pissed off, because she's basically caught. And so that was that. And then later on, I don't even know if this is the same day, but all of a sudden one evening, I felt like something was unleashed. And this is what I'm trying to keep track of. I don't know if it kind of related to the National Guard setting up, but it seems like there's something else going on with the MAGATs in their staging and their plan. And so it was nice, though, that I think that the National Guard was on top of that and responding. And this was probably 2 days ago that happened. And then these check-ins, I want to tell you guys about these because I'm like, what the heck? Okay, there's something going on with Cuba and Donald. There's some staging and some things going on over there. And the people who line up with him are Mo Brooks, Debbie Leskow, Jim Jordan, Space Force, the CNP Pence. When the FBI said that they were going to be working with public corruption prosecutors, the metal detectors, as those people are involved who are screaming about metal detectors. I know this is all very vague, you guys. I'm trying to pull this together. Maybe you guys will figure this out as I talk about them. But here we go with shared resources with the Cuba. We've got the Judicial Crisis Network and then impeachment and bar. And then the Wish and Friends. Here comes the tennis pavilion with the tower. So I'm like, what the heck is going on with this tennis pavilion? Again, this tennis pavilion. Okay, I'm calling her Boebert because I just don't know what to say. She is everywhere. So she's like a spy related to the tennis pavilion. Ninth house lands far away. Susan Collins knows something with Russian strength. So does DeVos. So does the Department of Justice. And Jim Jordan. At the bottom of the chart for the tennis pavilion, you have Il Sisi, the guy that gave Don Julio $10 million when he was going to run out of money when he was a candidate during the debates. But now we have spacecommm showing up. Have you guys heard about spacecommm? This has me really, really concerned. Again, I know I'm jumping all over the place, you guys. This is so Piscean. I can't make out all these details. So, there's Space Force. Well, there's spacecommm, Space Command. They are stationed in Colorado. They are getting moved to Alabama, Huntsville, Alabama. Why is that? And where's Boebert from? She's from here. So I'm trying to keep track of Space Command because they're supposed to move their headquarters down here to Alabama, where Senator Shelby is. There's an FBI thing, like headquarters, something getting moved there. There is so much defense money going into Alabama. Like Shelby has tweeted like the hundreds of billions of dollars that have gone in there. And from Alabama, we have that Ambassador Linda Blanchard from summer before last that Shelby picked. She was a last minute designee appointed to this position from Donald. Like at the last minute, the person who was supposed to go in there last couple days, nope, you're out. Even though that person was approved, and she took the position, and she's weird. And the stuff she's tweeted about is like, the hotel stuff they're doing, the dining stuff they're doing, the resort stuff they're doing. And then, of course, from Alabama, you have Tommy Tuberville, who doesn't know what the 3 branches of government is. And then you've got the Rudy. So there is something major going on here with this. And this has been linking into the tennis pavilion. It is really, it seems to me this tennis pavilion is like a spot where dark money groups here in the U.S. can meet up and like transfer stuff with all these people. 6-1's mob. Like they got to get rid of that thing. And I can't even imagine all the cameras and little satellite things and bugs that are just all over that pavilion and embedded deep in the ground. Like I wonder if there's like tunnels. I just got a yes. There's like tunnels under there. So I don't know what's going on there, but it's just weird. Oh, one last thing. You guys know how the High Priestess card always shows up for me when it always shows up for me, for everybody, for everybody gets the High Priestess because someone's running an app somewhere related to Russia influence, beginning, the end, whether it's elections, whether it's data, whether it's money. everything I've done so far, it's only shown up in 3 places. Lev Parnas has this as his assets, his income. Mark Burnett has this as his identity. This is who I am. And then Konstantin Kalimnik, hello, that's the Russian FSB that Manafort gave voter data information to. He has this at the bottom of the house, at the bottom of the chart on what he's trying to defend. And these are his people on the ground. I don't know what they're doing. So there's another secret. And then, oh yeah, Mike Lindell at the White House. What a dork. He's like the last one that can help him out. We have this Marshall thing. Marshall rules, Marshall. Well, it came up on the ascendant, the thing giving it life this week, 9 swords, a nightmare or anxiety. Sometimes these guys, when they're doing an op to scare us to death, we get the 9 swords with them. And then it had the death card. Well, the 9 swords lined up with Flynn in the same place. It lined up with Javanka in the same place. And it lined up with Jared. And this is Jared coming back from his trip to the Middle East. So that's something else that's being worked on. I don't know how they keep this stuff straight. I can't. So I just wanted to throw that out there because I don't know what's going on. Oh, I did a teroscope on the CCTV at the Capitol, which just means these people in the pink are related to who is directly connected to that. If it is outlined in a pink box, like that's a pink box, that means the FBI IC knows somehow, for entertainment purposes only, possibly, about that person being related to what was on those cameras. So that is, oh, here it is. That's kind of where I am. Here, this is who lined up with spacecommm. There's a representative, Steube, S-T-E-U-B-E, I think his name is Greg. He's lined up with the plan. We have Boebert as the Page of Cups. Erdogan. And then this box that says new, this stands for the people who knew about the attacks but didn't do anything, say anything, because why be bothered? All the names in parentheses are names that are on either side of this card. And usually when they're on either side, it's kind of like they're the handoff person. So that's why I include them. But the ones who directly connect are in this yellow highlighter. So spacecommm, okay, second house, income gains, value, possessions. This lined up with a coup. And then here we have, the coup. This spacecommm is something to do with their coup on the United States. The third house has to do with messages. Here we have propaganda. We have data, a well-rehearsed routine with like shuffling data, shuffling money. Jim Jordan. What the heck? Fourth house, Knight of Wands. For spacecommm here on the ground, where they take action, probably with data. Erdogan, why is he tapped in there? Ninth house, lands far away. 8 of Wands, speed. So things can go speedily far away. Mitch. Oh, and the reason why he's taking 5 days to bring the vote in. The Page of Wands, we have Ginny Thomas. 10,000, this is what's in the skies for everyone to see. And the CNP, the Council on National Policy. The 7 of Pentacles was the secret. This has been a couple of things. It's been like the stockpile for the vaccine. It's also been stocking up on like P-boys, getting ready to unleash them. Well, this is in the area of secrets for spacecommm. This is Weisselberg. What Donald plans to do to blow up our economy before he leaves, or when he leaves. Elon Musk is there. The Vatican is over here. We have the tennis pavilion. The Ten of Pentacles, you know, that's like the Trump dynasty. It could be, you know, the House and the Senate. Pompeo, Chow, ACB, and Mr. ACB. These two have been lining up a lot, like with Senator Collins and Mr. Senator Collins. I tell you, it's always the spouses that are doing the errands on the side to transfer stuff. So that is another thing that has my attention. I am just like, we're in a whole new field of information. I just feel like I can't grasp on it. And since this is the moon in Pisces, writing new moon wishes, contracts, that's probably where we need to focus. And I am going to grab some cards and I'm going to check in with you. Okay? How are you guys doing? Most of the funds move from Utah to Idaho. Yeah, I don't get what's going on in Utah and Idaho. That has definitely been on my radar for a while, HT. I know, Madam Stardust, it drives me crazy how bad they are with these clowns and not covering their tracks. But I think they've never been held accountable. They've never had to clean stuff up. Since probably they were kids or they've never had to clean up a mess or had enough remorse about something where, oh, I should have done this. And that's their Achilles heel, is they really suck at the detail and cover-ups because it's so in the wide open out there and they act like we don't get it. It's like everybody's like, yeah, we see what you're doing. Okay. Plug this in. Put this over here. Get a drink. Oh, I do remember that, Tisha. She kept getting Trojan horse at the White House. Yes, I can see that. I don't know why, but there's also, I feel like, a booby trap as well, where I don't want Biden to go in there until it's totally safe. Let's look at that. I want to get rid of these militias, these sneaky, rotten militias. You guys, we're like 4 more days. 4 more days. But yeah, there is definitely something in progress. It bugs me. I can't figure it out. But we're going to wish for them to get caught. Get caught. Knock down that Pisces secret plan that Donald loves. Okay, let's put this a little bit further back. Okay, here we have this. Ooh, you guys, do you know what happened? I gotta tell you this one thing. That can opener eclipse, July 16th, 2019. I kept saying in that when I was looking at this, I'm like, you guys, he's done. He's done, he's done, he's done. And it would take some time for it to be complete. Like I've said, eclipses, they work over time. And I've been saying on average 18 months to 2 years. It takes them to work. Well, the other day, was it January 13th? He was impeached. The sun was exactly 24 degrees Capricorn, hello. That was the can opener eclipse. And that was 18 months to the day. And he was impeached. I couldn't believe it. Blew me away. So, Bonnie Douglas, he's the richest man in the world now. Yeah, I think that's by design. I don't trust that guy. I don't trust his money. I don't trust his connections. In fact, I checked into him. Let's just look at who he connected with. Where's Elon? So here we go with he's on this bottom line. So on the ascendant here, things giving him life in DC is the government. And the Fool reversed, Don Julio. Who is he? Well, he has the 10 of Wands. Those are usually Donald's financial burdens related to elections. Reversed, getting a break from that. So who lined up with him? Mitch. Why does Mitch line up with Elon for that? And I think that was that the same day his impeachment was announced? He was announced the richest man. Then this area that has to do with income and gains, it has to do with your comfort, it has to do with your self-worthiness, the things that you have, your possessions that make you feel really good and proud of yourself. He had the 3 of Cups there, as did Senator Shelby, Alabama. He had the 6 of Cups reversed, which that's the maggots. Because, it's reversed, 6 of Cups from the past, reversed, make America gross again. In the area of communications, he had the 9 of Pentacles, which is business discussions, negotiations, contracts, oligarchs. In this part, which has to do what you're defending or your people, you have the King of Swords reversed. That King of Swords reversed showed up in the same place in Biden's PDB that day, his daily briefing. And the King of Swords reversed is Donald on a tirade. Thank God he has no Twitter. Oh my God. I don't think we could handle another day of that. Does anybody else have this? I didn't double check this yet. I want to see if anyone else has the King of Swords there. This area, the house, 5th house of the sun, which represents the leader, he had the 3 of Wands reversed. The 3 of Wands reversed is, like the deal's not really going like planned, or maybe a plan to topple an established place of discussion and negotiations like the Capitol. So he had that 3 of Wands with the FOTUS. He lined up there with the Huntsville, Alabama headquarters. How is he the richest man in the world, you guys? Then here, public servants, military, healthcare, public servants. He has the Ace of Pentacles, which is power. New thing going on here. And the 7 of Pentacles reverse, which is an investment. An investment that doesn't go well, or it's your maggots being unleashed, or the vaccines. Coke. Why does Coke line up with Elon Musk there? With public servants and healthcare. This area, your partnership, temperance. Blending information together. With these guys, I'm usually getting temperance like, oh, I'm going to steal something and I'm going to blend it with something else to make a little business for me on the side. So he has temperance here. Nobody else does. Justice, shared resources. That's usually Putin justice. Timing down. Page. Who else is here? Those were the most, in the 11th house, hopes, wishes, friends, he's got the High Priestess. I didn't see this one. So he's hoping his friends, and I'm betting that includes Mark Burnett and Lev Parnas and Konstantin Kalimnik, he's hoping that his friends will come true or come through. Oh, there's another high priestess. That's Palantir with Dana, hidden enemy. Palantir is in on this as well. I freaking hate. So Palantir, Elon Musk, working in cahoots with people in our government and big donors to move our space command to Alabama. It needs to stay in Colorado. These people are so annoying. Aren't they so annoying? Okay, where's this? Okay, yes. And so, because for those of you who know, for my returning ZQTers, we had, and our newbies, we had a new moon the other day in Capricorn. This Capricorn new moon is the most important new moon in your lifetime. What we're going to do this month, because new moons offer opportunities to create something new by getting ahead of the energies and paving that way for the energies to flow. And it works. It freaking works. Someone wished for Donald to be off Twitter, and what happened? Which totally lined up with the Scorpio new moon. So that's what we're doing here. We now are going to focus on this new moon energy. The moon is in Pisces. And we are going to write our new moon contracts together, because collectively, focused energy around this planet, and especially in these confusing times, is extraordinarily powerful. You can call them new moon wishes, new moon intentions. I'm calling them new moon contracts. This is the gift of the cosmos. When they say you have everything you will ever need on this planet, this is probably the biggest gift from the universe. And the ancients knew about it. The ancients knew how to predict weather and create their most bountiful crops by looking at the new moon and the transits. So we are just tapping into that ancient knowledge. It is somewhere in our DNA. And we're just going to write out our contracts together and powwow about them. I do my best to try to get the biggest picture and what Spirit is trying to tell us to focus on. Oh, I just got to hit. There's something really important they want us to drill down. We'll see what that is. And we take our time and we physically write, paper, pen, pencil, whatever you prefer, because your most powerful focus in taking in from what's above, as above, so below, taking in that energy and inspiration and thought, and letting that come into your brain, and then coming up with an idea and letting that information come out through your hand, and spending the time and holding the note of that vibe in your wish or contract. Now, for simplicity's sake, I use the words I want. You can use whatever you want to use to write. And that's all we're going to do now. And so let me get a drink of water. So this is how I'm probably going to be powwowing for the next month, because I want to make sure the good guys leverage the most of this energy as possible. Okay. How are you guys doing? Oh, I have to reassign you. Okay. Add moderator. Lucky girl. Mer-Goat is here. Janet, tell me about my Mer-Goat. There's a Mer-Goat here. Okay, and so Mer-Goat, I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to grab paper, pencil if you don't have it. So we have a very special Mer-Goat. I have a hard time calling her a Mer-Goat. There's herds in Calvary. They're everywhere. Spirits. So I try to call her Mary or Margaret. I just got an eye roll on that. It doesn't matter. The Mer-Goat is fine. The Mer-Goat showed up. new moon Scorpio, waiting tentatively for instructions to get basically at the new moon so that she could go to work on these wishes and give it structure and foundation. And so this time she showed up again, but she came with the cavalry, and it's like we are swimming amongst the Mer-Goats with this new moon. They know what they know how important this new moon is, and they really like what we're doing here. So yeah, I can just see a picture of her like she's a picture on the wall, and then she pops, and it's just structures moving everywhere. Steel, wood, pylons. There's a lot of activity. Things are growing. Things are going. You want to? Okay. Oh, let's Mer-Goat Mary. Let me grab a. We'll do this one. We'll use the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot. We're just going to ask the Mer-Goats, what do we need to focus on here? And first, oh, she has a message. Okay. The Mer-Goat has a message. She's like, shuffle those. Okay. Shuffle these. See, my hands, I just feel like I can't even get a grip on the decks anymore, but they still feel like they can work. My Mars and my Saturn are just in the middle of these really harsh transits right now. And my Mercury is ruled by Mars. Okay. Mary, she's taking a break. She's taking a break. She's sitting there. What? Okay. This is important. It's going to lead to I don't know if there's something way out. I don't know where this card belongs, but she's just like, put this over here. There's this, it leads to this. We need to address the bottom of this. Oh, we're working on our foundations. Yes. Goes like that. The King of Swords, the law, the rule, the insight, the intelligence, smart people. Oh my God, this is Saturn. This is Saturn and Saturn in Aquarius. Deep, clear thinking. The Four of Cups. Aquarius is the water bearer, where turning the ideas and spirit into form. You guys have to let this stuff sit and germinate and really tend to them, because things can move quickly and you have to be ready. Oh, so whatever this is, like, we need to keep this like maybe on a separate piece of paper, I guess, because it's like this important. Okay, put that there. Yes, it's that important because right now the moon is here in Pisces. This is the 5th house of the sun. So this is the 5th house of the sun. This is your leader forever after. You have Neptune right there. You want this leader to be inspired. You want this leader to be healing. This can also easily lead to deception and disillusionment. It can also lead to toxins. So a real clarity of mind. Oh, there's that WH asteroid. Being prepared, being able to see this hellion asteroid that always brings war and devastation. The leader needs to know how to handle this energy. You need the technology to be on the lookout for this terror warring energy because it's changing form. It's changing form. Okay, you guys got that? I'm like taking notes. Okay, so it's this thing. Which way does this go? So the Wheel of Fortune, part of fortune. This is also the play of the sun and the moon and opportunities that you make. Like what goes up must come down. We need to stay close to the ground. Stay close to the ground. Heed warnings. Oh my gosh. Heed warnings. Be prepared. Be prepared. You want leaders that are prepared, have all the resources lined up and ready to go, people ready to go. So this is the King of Pentacles that is leaving. He is leaving. There are going to be more like him because they exist here on this planet. What kind of leader you need, what kind of value and worth are they? Because at the very root of this, when we start looking at our contracts, our leader needs the Eight of Cups. To do it for the greater good, with being in touch with that awesome power of the true King of Kings, that Saturn in Aquarius, that visionary. To not be so connected to these things that we grow and we count them. They bring us joy, yes they do, but the value of them is first the connection with spirit, creative life force, always a humbleness and expertise to plan this out and let it do its thing. Don't interfere. It's like having trust in the people and the land and the cosmos. There's the staff that has all the information that the leader would ever need or want, that is very adaptable to what is needed. And an eye on the timing, bigger picture. The second thing. Wow, so the Seven of Cups, we're in this space. Like me, I can't figure out what's going on and trying to put them all together, and it's okay. This is a space of inspiration as well. It feels deceptive and scary right now, but it's a blank slate. There's infinite ways that things can happen. She's on her knees. It's almost like prayerful, knowing that everything is much bigger than this person. It feels more like humble, sacred awareness. It's not going to be like it was before. At the base of this, the Eight of Pentacles. we've done it a certain way for so long with our protocols, our task forces, and evaluating step by step how things go. That has to change. It has to be more this is defenses being more spontaneous and adaptable to this asymmetrical warfare that we are going to be living with this Wu H asteroid. And it is going to catch us off guard, and our leader has to be able to deal with these forces in humble service and be adaptable and flexible, because we're just getting started with this. This is tough stuff. It's going to need some magic. And thank God we have 2 leaders in there with Scorpio suns whose Pluto, the transformational powers, the regenerative powers are at their core. So they are going to be able to relax and adapt to this. And they've got that X-ray vision so they can see stuff coming 360. So our contracts have to be with how we want our leaders to be able to adapt. Infinite possibilities, things out of the clear blue, on your knees in humble service. The third thing, the Mer-Goat Mary. Oh, cover up. So, the 4 of Wands, the home, the success. This is our White House. Reversed. Yes, it's a rite of passage from one administration to another, the next. We need to have administrations that respect what's established law. What comes before you is established. There's no going back and tearing stuff up. No. The White House has to be adaptable and flexible, as to all the constituents. The constituents, the electorate, has to abide by these things too. Don't forget about them. At the basis of this, the 2 of Swords, having to make a decision, difficult decision. Reversed, it's the settlement. It's the decision. This is also about the electorate coming together, the houses coming together, the branches of government coming together with a final decision, and that's it. We've had input from everybody. This is the settlement. There's still creative room to create more, because this is that fairy tale moon. Who named the fairy tale moon when we have a new moon and it's just that little crescent in the sky? That's the settlement. But even though it's a settlement, it still is a crescent moon. It can still grow. So it's not the end all and be all, but we have to be clear about what we're willing to revisit or renegotiate. No, we're going forward. And I don't know what this has to do with. Far in the future. Why is this river? Oh, this is where we are right now. Greedy, grubby hands. That's where we are right now. It's money is just like appearing out of thin air. It's not grounded to the earth. We do need to get to genuine charity. This is for all. For all. For all. Okay. Okay, so what are we going to write about? Yes, magic needed and persistent. Oh, yes, crystal. And a good outcome for crystal. That's whatever's going on. This Pisces moon feels really healing, and you're at the beginning of a new moon cycle that you can still adapt and mold these energies to how they'll work for you personally, how you want them to work personally. Okay, are we good? No, brain fog. I agree with you. A merry band of Mer-Goats. Okay. Okay. So, good thing I have another whiteboard. So I can leave this out and write. Where did I put it now? Okay. I want. Okay, so Mary told us what we want. Now let's write it out. So I'm going to write a leader and electorate. I want a leader and electorate that is of clear, sound mind. I want a leader that faithfully executes the law and abides by their oath. I want an electorate that is in agreement to the results and gets back to Earth and allows for a strong, safe transition of power. This is about, the fifth house also has to do with sports and sportsmanship. So it is a race. So I want our elected leaders to remember sportsmanship and morals and the highest good for our nation, and to act in, okay, because this is also deception, I want to see propaganda, lies. I don't even want to even repeat the fake, you know what, media. They are to completely vanish, and everyone gets it. Okay, my words are not the best words because I'm telling you I'm having this weird thing going on right now. But so what I said is I want a leader and an electorate that is of clear, sound mind. I want a leader that faithfully executes the law and abides by their oath. I want an electorate that is in agreement to the results of decisions, judgments, elections, and gets back to Earth and allows for a strong, safe transition of power always. I want our elected leaders to remember sportsmanship and their morals and to act in the highest good for our nation. I want to see the propaganda, lies, the media that misleads the electorate to completely vanish, and everyone gets it on the same page. I don't know what that is. How are we doing? Restore the Fair Reporting Act. No more evil agenda. Yeah, we need to get the public servant back into public servant. So here's the thing. This is why you cannot have ego. You cannot have ego in the military. This area rules our military, but it also is ruled by the sign of Virgo. Virgo is the servant. They love doing things in service of others. Mars represents the military. When you have Mars as a servant, that is being able to transcend the ego. That if I'm going to be in warfare and in the army, I'm not doing it because I want the glory. I am doing it for service. And we have a Republican Party that is totally all about the glory of Donald's Mars. So when you have all the glory about the Mars now in the military, you get this crappy defense, which is about making money because I love money. It's about me. Your defenses go out the window. Your intelligence, everything goes out the window. So yeah, we need our leaders who can transcend their ego. Ooh, we're going to write that because, okay. I want my leaders, elected leaders, to truly have no ego in their elected position. That they serve in the name of service for all. I want my leader to resist and reject tales of illusion. Reject deceiving the office and electorate. That they're so clear and not ego-oriented that they have their eye on possible dangers, Wuhan asteroid, 24/7. That's why you can't have ego. You're going to miss it when you get hit by the Wuhan asteroid. Now, this Wuhan asteroid in this chart was at 24 degrees Aquarius. That is exactly in square to Donald's midheaven, where he wants to go. So that makes me nervous because he's got this ripe, warring energy here that is triggering his office, being the FOTUS. And that when he gets under stress like this, he does something spontaneous and impulsive. The good thing, it's in a fixed sign, like his midheaven, the top of his chart is in a fixed sign. So these things, it takes more to get one of these things to move. Especially since the asteroid Rusher, this is not good for him. Because this warring energy he has used in the past with the Rusher, and with the China, and with the Saudis, it is strong in his house right now. But it's in square to the asteroid Russia, which tells me he wants to unleash it, but if he does, they're probably going to get caught because this is the area of shared resources where he shares all of his money. This is a really difficult decision. Yeah, the 8th house went to the 1st, the physical body. And over here, he's got a lot of things that are engulfing his money that he is drowning from. It's almost like this is paralyzing him. There's an action he wants to take, but it's very difficult. Now, if he was of no ego, this is a no-brainer. So, I want my elected leader to truly have no ego in their elected position when it comes to the people. We don't mind if they have ego and fluff themselves up when, to a certain degree when they're on the world stage. You know what I mean? That it's kept in check. That our elected leaders serve in the name of service for all. I want my elected leaders to resist and reject tales of illusion. Meaning, I want my leader to reject deceiving the office, reject deceiving the electorate. And that my leader is so clear in thinking and not ego-oriented that my leader will always have their eye on the threat. That's like the thing they are most consumed with. Where is it? Who's doing what? 24/7. I like that. This energy is freeing up, but we also, because there's a lot that can mold this and kind of maybe get out of hand quickly, we really want this energy to be really stable right now and really rooted deep and centered. The reason why it feels like the energy can't move is because it's in square to Mars, also in a fixed sign. It's square to Uranus, also in a fixed sign. Earthy signs, earthy things don't move quickly. So we want to get comfortable with stabilizing this very explosive energy. Thank God this is not immutable. I'm glad these things are in fixed signs because, something is going to coalesce. Something is going to explode somewhere. I don't know when or how, but it is coming within the week. Something is coming. But stabilizing this energy gives our defenses the chance to find it and be deployed usefully and effectively. I feel like I am chomping at the bit. I feel like every day takes forever to get to the 20th. It just feels so slow motion. But that's just the way of these bigger planets in fixed signs. They're not going to budge, and it's for our good. Once the energy is going to be moving much more quickly in about 6 to 7 weeks. And it's, oh my God. Okay. That is going to feel like having a tiger by the tail. that energy is going to be, whew, it is going to be jet propelled energy. It's going to be moving so fast. We want to incubate here and stabilize all of this stuff. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So, I want our public servants totally protected and safe. That all enemies advancing are thwarted. Quickly and completely. I want our public servants, President-elect Biden, VP-elect Kamala Harris, all of them, fire, police, FBI, investigators, our military, our teachers, our frontline workers. We want our public servants to be totally protected and safe, and that all enemies advancing, including aerosols, are thwarted quickly and completely. I want strong national, state, local defense. Okay, so we want all enemies advancing or who are there totally thwarted, outed quickly and completely, which means we have to get the dang nationalists out of our public servants. I want our governments, state, local, Fed, to completely and totally reject the white supremacists, nationalists, in their ranks and removed, banned, barred. Do I want to do 100%? So I want our government, our military, law enforcement, our courts, schools, public works, I want our governments at the state, local, Fed level, and our military, our agencies, to completely and totally reject white supremacist nationalism in their ranks and have them removed, banned, and barred 100% forever. Yeah, we have to do that. Fair and equitable accountability and justice for all. Yes. Look at you guys go. I love it. The 3M's for protection. Heard something about them last night. I don't know what that is. Janet. Okay, so we're at the bottom here, you guys. We're at the bottom. Ah! Whoops. Just a second, you guys. Ah. A Department of Peace. So we can develop skill in creating peace. As per Marianne Williams, yeah. We need peace. We need some adaptive skills. We're just about fighting in people's faces. This has been a very traumatic time. We're at the bottom. It's been traumatizing. We need to take a good look here, you guys. In this space of trauma, loss, hardship, terror, by 45. I want our leaders to be able to embrace all, encourage all, to not stay in the fear, and usher all of us to safety, prosperity, health, and dignity. So like this is just like the big picture. We are at the bottom here. And we're all kind of in this space of trauma, loss, hardship, and terror by this administration. So I want our leaders to be able to embrace all, work together, encourage all to not stay in the fear, because you know there are people that are going to be fear-mongering us. I want USA to release self-sabotaging fear. I want to get rid of the people who do all that fear-mongering. I want to experience and see USA resiliency, can-do, inspiration, lead with that American spirit again. Better than ever. Okay, so I want our leaders to be able to embrace all, encourage all of us to not stay in the fear, stay stuck in the fear. we want them to usher in all of us to safety, to prosperity, to health and dignity for all, long term. I want USA to release self-sabotaging fear. I want to experience and see this nation's resiliency, that can-do inspiration, that is able to lead with that unique American spirit again and better than ever. Ooh, I really like that. I really like that. How are you guys doing? A world based in love, peace, harmony, empathy, compassion, economy. Yes, I love it. Truth in journalism and laws, absolutely. Madam Stardust, we will get to that when we get to the Gemini moon, because that is all that. Media not allowed to lie. Oh my gosh, get these freaking lying news channels out. They're not news. Okay, so that is a good basis. So, a leader with resources and abundance. Look how much he loves their money. Because the USA, first of all, I want USA economy. What do we want it to do? We want it to recover readily with integrity, not this BS way that those guys were manipulating it. Integrity, strong laws protecting we the people, and our nation's individuals' financial well-being. People first. I want a fair tax system that works for the people 100%. Then maybe businesses. Because businesses will thrive if we take care of the people first. I want Citizens United overturned. So I want USA economy to recover readily with integrity, with strong laws protecting we the people and our nation and individuals' financial well-being. The people come first. I want a fair tax system that works for the people 100%. That may be, I don't even know. I'm not even going to include you in that. I want Citizens United overturned, because ultimately we are going to have a leader that needs the best team to manage our assets. Oh my God, this is protecting our assets, you guys, which is not just the economy, it's our resources, our public. Oh my gosh. What do we want to say about our public lands? What do we want to say about our environment and the health of our water? Oh my God, our water. I want U.S. government to protect lands, water, resources, environment, agriculture, oceans, air, I want you to protect all of that and implement the best science to them thrive. I want private businesses out of our resources. I don't know how to say that, but you guys know what I mean. We want a leader that realizes how the riches that we have, but knows that the lands, the water, our resources, our environment are much bigger than them. That our future is counting on us to take care of all of these things and let them be. Let the waters be clear. Let the lands grow. Get rid of the chemicals and the pollutants and the toxins. Clean air. That we restore this in faith for something bigger than us. Indigenous wisdoms for the, oh my gosh, yes please. Let indigenous wisdom. There's so many incredible ancient practices, harmonious practices, I hope that are not lost. And practices. Resume again and flourish. I'm so excited that that woman is going to be in charge of the Department of the Interior. Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, so something was deleted because of the PB word. Yeah, thank you, lucky girl. The reason why, fantastic moderators here. I get censored for many things, and there are certain words we just can't have in the chat, even though we totally agree with you 1000%. Yes, thank you, thank you. Okay. We're so lucky. I mean, it is our birthright to have our public lands. I want our public lands restored. Want our public lands. Access restored to the absolute promise our ancestors envisioned for our nation. I want, oh gosh, there's such a foreign grip on our, oh God, foreign investors out of our lands. Oh, can you feel how much is out there? All of those contracts voided, and they have to clean up and restore it. I'm almost afraid of what we're going to find out. There's a lot that is going to be it's just going to be awful. A lot of the stuff that we find out. We cannot get ahead of ourselves. We have to look at it all. So I want our public lands and access restored to the absolute promise our ancestors envisioned for our nation. I want all foreign investors out of our lands. And they got to clean their crap up on the way out. I want a leader who is also guided by something greater. I want a leader who's also, I want our leaders what a mess. I want our leaders to be humbly guided by something greater than them. And to use this guidance actively. Not all the time, but just to actively use it with the big picture. For all. What's in it for all of us? And that gets to this picture. Just let it be. Let it be. Oh. It'll be interesting a year from now what these 8 things end up being. Because I can almost feel these are 8 important things. They're so pure. They're so pure right now. Okay, that's that one. How are you guys doing? Clean their crap up. Okay, so that was one. The second thing, we have to be able to adapt to change. We have to be ready for what we don't know. So I want USA to realistically assess where we are, what the best interests are for all, to not be shocked into fear and isolation as we figure out what's going on. And to steadfastly reinvent what needs reinventing. This is truly about comfortably giving up old structures and ways that we were doing things, and not necessarily starting from scratch, but really having to overhaul things. We have to be able to do this because we have our Pluto return in 2022. I have not been talking about that, but this dovetails on that, in that I want USA, myself, to prepare the best ways possible for our Pluto return. I think we're going to be okay because we have Pluto ruled people in office. They know how to manage this kind of stuff. It's going to get scary though at times. The Pluto return, we've gone through Saturn Pluto, which has been quite devastating. Pluto has to do with life, death, transformation. We are in a very transformative state. And yes, there are still going to be things that die off that we are not going to like. There are things that are going to just come at a force with us that we're going to have to deal with and transform like a phoenix rises out of the ashes. And we have to be ready and willing to do that. We have to be able to let go of the past, is what I'm saying, and easily transform into the future. I think from everything we've been through, a Pluto return won't be as bad. If we didn't have the Saturn Pluto and the Jupiter Saturn, this would absolutely, it could possibly have been it for us. But I feel like we've done really good things. But still, I want USA, myself, to prepare the best ways possible for our Pluto return come 2022. And it's going to last like a year and a half, 2 years, because Pluto moves very slowly. But it begins 2022 early, I think in February. And easily transform and make changes peacefully. Okay, got that? So I want USA, myself, to prepare in the best ways possible for our Pluto return come 2022, 2024, and easily transform and make changes peacefully. Now, that's our Pluto return. I'm trying to think of other nations that I know of their horoscope with the 27-degree mark. Some people will be having ease and others are just really going to have a hard time. So, how are you guys doing? Hi, you guys. Hi, Clarence Fields, Colin, GM Dave. Hi, Carmen. Yes, we're doing our new moon contracts. We're powwowing. Hi, T-Barb. She's here now. Yay. T-Barb, they wanted the Mer-Goat Mary messages. She's like basically writing out our things to focus on. They're really good ideas. I really like it. Okay, so what was this about? Transformation, settlement decisions. The rite of passage with a new administration. It's going to need a lot of cleaning out. The settlements that we're going to, I think this means there are just some things we're going to have to let go because we have so much on our plate that we have to get done. Some things are going to be settled. We have to be okay with it. It might not feel very charitable, but we need to get ahead of this mess because this will write its way up. So, Which means we're not going to let them get away with stuff. I truly believe, oh, the Mer-Goat's like, no, 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 no. They're not going to get away with stuff. Some things have to just be let go because we can't see these things in the background because there are people who are going to help a lot behind the scenes in fixing things and cleaning things up, as evil as they might be. Some things just have to be let go. But there's a lot taken from us. So it might be that it might just be in our best interest to just make settlements so that we can move on. So I want the 46th administration and DOJ to rightfully prosecute those who violated U.S. Code 14 or 18 when it comes to aiding and abetting another nation, when it comes to insurrection, to prosecute the maximum allowed penalty without hesitation. I want my DOJ to get it done quickly, and move on. I want false judges, courts voided and renewed. Okay, so yeah, this is also justice, the scales of justice, settlements. So I want our new administration, and this could be the attorneys generals, it could be state. I want this administration and the Department of Justice to rightfully prosecute all of those who violated U.S. Code 18, basically treason, aiding and abetting, insurrection, and whatever theft there is. I want them prosecuted the maximum allowed penalty without hesitation. I want the Department of Justice to just get it done quickly and move on. I want our nation to move on, and people need to see there's consequences for this. And yeah, you cannot hide. There is no one above the law. There's no one above the law. Okay? Okay. What's going in? Oh, let me check in with you guys. I love your little conversations that you guys have. He's not getting away. Okay, who do we want? Speaking of maximum penalty, I don't know if you guys need this. Who do I need to read on? Who are we going after? What's going to happen to them? This deck suddenly came active today, if that's not a sign. I mean, it was like, for at least a solid week, it couldn't be touched or moved. And now it's just been chatting away again. Who are we looking at? What's going on? Javanka. Oh, you're getting tested. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I cannot stand that Boebert. Who's green who? Okay, you know what? I'm going to show you the connections that she just sucks the energy in, just like Don Julio did. I can't believe she is a high school dropout. Ugh, so messed up. Okay, I'll read on her. I don't know if I'll read on her again because she's really disgusting. I need some. Where are you? Cards. What do we want to know about her exactly? Let me tell you about her check-in that I did. There's Pence. See, Pence has got something going on the side. Like they're like, part of it feels like they're trying to act like they're really not getting, I mean, he can't stand, but there's like a deal going on behind the scenes that he has to work it through. Where is she? That Boebert. Ugh. God, these guys too. Where is it? Is she in here? I did all those assholeos. Where are they? Oh, here's the page. No. Ugh. I thought this was interesting. So here is her line right here. Oh. She, in the 6th house of service over here, which is who she is here. Look at this. This was the tarot. The North Node, life's purpose. Look at the Moscow asteroid is there with Chiron, thing we have to heal. I am hoping that whatever is happening is slowed. There's going to be an event, but I hope that there's intervention. Right now, this moon is right here. And as it gets going through here, like Don Julio gets really high off of deception. It is going to move into this area within another day or so. And now we have places, day-to-day routine activities. If I'm thinking about health care, like the lines that people have like for food or for vaccines. I'm also thinking about what's happening with where Congress congregates. And then here's the thing. The moon is going to go into Aries, ruled by Mars. This Mars and Uranus, that's explosive. There's no way around it. This is an explosion. But yeah, yes, we have FDR. Not Teddy. There. Something explosive happens. The Ace of Wands is reversed, so I'm hoping maybe it's not as big of a bang that it could be. We will see. But her area here, she's carrying the 10 of Wands reversed. The 10 of Wands are Donald's election burdens, like the money. Well, she's carrying the 10 of Wands here, and so is that Marjorie Taylor Greene. And it came up with the 10 of Wands when the letter from the Joint Chiefs of Staff, because I wanted to know what each one of these things meant, they were talking about insurrection. They totally are nabbed. This is the Joint Chiefs, 14th Amendment and insurrection. They are definitely players here. Who else has that 10 of Wands there? Anybody else in the 6th house? Mr. ACB. Okay, look at these assholios. I cannot. So we got the Boeb, the boob. We've got the boob, and then this other boob number 2, Marjorie Taylor Greene, the boobs. And then we have, well, who was that? The 10 of Wands, 6th house of service. When I felt something being unleashed, so Donald had this, the star for him was the attack in the last lunation. I felt something unleashed the other day, and I was like, well, for what purpose? I might be for another attack. Public service. So the Boeberts with Mr. ACB. Ugh. Where was that? Mr. 10 of Wands. Where is he? Did I not just see him? Child insurrection. Is she in here? 10 of Wands. See, they are the water carriers. You guys, I'm losing my mind. Did I not just have that? How did I know that was Mr. ACB? Did I drop it on the floor? Here it is. So Mr. ACB is in on it. He's so gross. I can't stand him. Anybody else? So Mr. ACB might get busted with them. Oh yeah, an insurrection. Because Mr. ACB, he's such an asshole. Yeah, he lined up with Turning Point USA for the tower. What happened? Now they're on the defense on. He was involved with Turning Point USA. That's Ginny Thomas's thing. The Republican attorneys general regarded the event at the Capitol as the star. They loved it. Mr. ACB, he connects a lot of times with Susan Collins and Mr. Collins. Here he connects with the NRA. In terms of hopes and wishes. Here he connects with ACB and no. Okay. So this is insurrection. Okay. Tarot. Show me how Boebert, Boob number 2, Marjorie, and Mr. ACB are connected. How are these 3 connected? How are they connected? They do in the past. So the 5 of Pentacles, this is the Capitol, the insurrection. Why is this reversed? Procrastination. Oh, it was hastily planned. They had some mistakes in their plans with this insurrection. That's how they're related, because they are crappy at what they do. How are they connected? not only with intel, but pushing the narrative, getting people fired up, just getting out there and dominating and just being out there for the war. That's how they're connected also with intel. The base of this, oh, yeah, the Seven of Cups that kept showing up for me was the insurrection, the attack. It is now reversed, so you know what? Words out. You did your job poorly. What's crowning the three of them is the truth is going to come out about what they did, because in the past, Joe Biden won. Vlad is not happy, which led to not very hopeful, but the star, that is the insurrection. It was a failed insurrection, which is going to, too bad, so sad. The Queen of Swords, the courts, overturned. This also, I think this, a lot of people had Nancy Pelosi as the Queen of Swords and trying to overrun her. But because they did that, they're going to have some problems with the courts. So, the courts. So, outcome. Boob. Am I not even getting buffered on the word boob? These are the courts. What's going to happen to each one of these guys? Marjorie. Okay. Mr. ACB. He is really connected to that dark money and the dark money groups that got caught. Mr. ACB. Well, this is how they relate to the courts, as their betrayal and treason. And there's the White House. They were connected to the White House, trying to carry this out. Now they got some court problems. Boebert. Total nightmare anxiety. I don't know. Is she gonna see God? I didn't mean to do it. She's gonna really try to hang on there to all her stuff. Is this Russia? What's that King of Cups about? Oh, about how Donald wanted to hang on because Biden came, and she has zero case. She is weak. Boob number 2. She's going to get whacked with her actions from what she did with the MAGA. Yeah, with the maggots. Yep. Very foolish. She is going to pay for. What did she do? She helped set it up. She helped set it up, but she got caught. She helped set it up. She helped set up that tower. She helped set that up there. She was a little bit more instrumental in what she did. And Mr. ACB, that's Russia. Transfer of power to Russia. Mr. ACB was hoping for that. He was a big player in that for Donald Trump, the Trump crime syndicate. You guys know that queens are countries. The Queen of Wands is how they regard the Russia as leadership and who they take the orders from. The final result, we've got the riot happened, and they will be judged heavily for it. There's no getting away from it. Thank God. Yeah. Traitors. Traitor, traitor, traitor. Boobs away. For entertainment purposes only. I just cannot even stand. I've had to mute her her name in my feed because she's just everywhere. The interesting thing is that she's from Colorado, from a great big district that I think includes like Aspen. That Space Command headquarters is in Colorado. The people who are in Aspen include Betsy DeVos. It includes a Koch, the Abramoviches, the billionaire Russians, and I was looking for them, but I found other Russians that made a $142 million home up in Aspen. Gorsuch is from Aspen. And now they're moving that headquarters to Alabama. Are you kidding me? So, ugh. Okay, so Javanka. She's so nasty. Yeah, she's all about handing stuff over to the Russia. So she and Jared lined up with Flynn and martial law. Let's look at that. So the ghost deck. I haven't seen this one in a while. Ooh. Queen of Wands, Kenobi speaker to Pelosi. Okay, we need to see what this martial law thing is all about because it's being carried by a lot of people. I'm sure Donald is pissed that Mike Lindell's notes got all over the place. But see, he is the tower. That's who he is, creating a tower. His notes said martial law. Who else had this tower in the area of identity? Lev Parnas. So they're working on something with martial law. And when I asked about Jared returning to the U.S. from the Mideast, that 9 of Swords is what he had. So we want to take a look at what the martial law is going on. Show me martial law. Oh, wait, you know what? I want to see martial law. I want to know what martial law. Actually, show me, let's go here. Show me Donald regarding martial law. We'll work from there. Show me his presence. He just does not have a big presence anymore when I'm doing cards. It's like he's that fly on Pence's head. There's like nothing. Show me Donald. Martial law. Whoa. Okie doke. Well, that's no secret. Okay. How does Donald bridge to martial law? And what does he want from martial law? Okay, so this is the 6 Wands mob. Trump, Putin, Unji, Netanyahu, all those yahoos. So they're all in it with martial law. And here is your 5 of Cups. That's China. Bye. So 6 Wands mob, this is like a global effort. Influence with the martial law. This is Donald. So he can get away into the night, I guess. Steal away. I need martial law so I can steal away because I'm so toast and done. This is my only option left is martial law. This is the martial law. The Knight of Cups. I offer you this plan. The plan is we're going to declare martial law. Ten of Cups, global level. This is back to P-Boys. This is the Republican Party who's sunk as well. So Donald links to martial law because this is all he has left to fight with. The Five of Wands. He wants a big bloody fight, and he thinks that martial law is going to, Five of Cups reversed, is going to be the thing that saves him from all of his horribleness. Okay. So that's Donald in martial law. Show me. We want to see Javanka in martial law. What does she... Whoops. Like there's a benefit. It's a cost benefit. Same with Jared. Javanka, what's going on with martial law? It's the government. There's the government with martial law. No, what's going on with this? The government. So that's the sun. Things have not gone as planned. Going back to the past. Eight of Pentacles. So, oh God, it's like the same old thing. So, how is martial law going to help you? Because the government is going through a transition. Javanka gains this and this. If it doesn't go as planned, this is what happens. This and ooh, what is this? And this. Jared expects to gain from martial law. And if things don't go the way he wants, he's going to get oh God, I can't even open these. What's he going to get? It doesn't go the way he wants. I'm going to say this one, but there's something else in here. Oh boy, that's a lot. Oh, look at us with our marshal. I love you. This is our defense. That's their defense that they're trying to hold up, defending the fort with. So if it goes her way, Javanka is expecting to, yay, I'm in love. It worked. The Lover's card. It worked. I'm going to get everything I want. I'm going to get the truth hidden. People will just see lies. I don't care. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Jared, if it goes the way he wants, he's going to get the world. I'm in charge of the world. And I will inflict the power of the moon and upset with the world. I'm going to co-rule the world with China. That's what they're hoping for. Wow. If things don't go as she plans with martial law, she's going to get the FBI on her, the Knight of Wands. There's going to be actions taken, and she is going to have to fight for her life. It's going to be a big, huge mess with the FBI. Jared has got the Three of Wands. Things don't go the way he wants with his commerce and agreements abroad. He's got the Devil. He's going to have to answer to Putin Vlad. He, if it doesn't go, the Star and the 10 of Pentacles. He's not going to be able to do, he's not going to be able to have his dynasty thing. He's going to be the target of worldwide investigations. Huh. Yeah, so that's just, they just feel super privileged and super out of touch and super in denial, not realizing what's happening to them. Tarot. After Biden's inaugurated, there's no way that they have protections from the Secret Service. No, because they were just advisors. Well, Tarot, are they going to, what are they doing in the short term? Short term. What's going on with them? In the short term, they're going to be, in the very short term, they're already having to consider some offers that are being made to them about their criminality. Wow, I didn't. And then longer out, they have the courts to deal with. The Queen of Swords overturned. What does that mean? About the Ace of Pentacles, all their moneyed ventures. Jail. Insurrection and jail. This is going to be ruthless. They are not going to be able to. This is ruthless. Farther out, the Seven of Cups. Who knows what happens? Is that for the treason? There's a Knight of Cups there. There is the Ten of Wands reversed. This is not good. This is not good because that Seven of Cups is all the crap that they brought over to the north. What they did with the government, with foreign investors. No, the Wheel of Fortune, what comes up must come down. And stealing, they're done. They're done. They're toast. Too bad, so sad. Right? I know, they totally have. Will the marriage last in which I think they both go to jail? I think they're both toast. What are they going to do if he declares I don't know if he's going to be able to declare martial law. I think that's the plan, but we've been seeing things not really working out. Let's see. My brain feels like it's going in 100 directions right now. I got to pull all my ideas in. They did it in plain sight. Yeah, totally. They are so bad, you guys. And the thing is, back in the summer of 2019, I kept seeing Javanka being a little bit more compliant and cooperating. I don't know if it was Speaker Pelosi on the side, but thinking about, maybe being an informant or helping out. But the thing is Speaker Pelosi, because of the Mueller report getting withheld, in my opinion, that's how Mr. Epstein, that's why he was arrested. Kind of like that was their only option, to put the screws to them because they knew there was something funny going on. And after that happened, that is when Javanka totally turned in my cards and not cooperating, because they all knew how much trouble they were in. So Pence, let's look at Pence's thing, because he is in a difficult place. I think also too, not only Pence, but you know, like Pelosi and Mitch, there's also a pause because man baby's in there for 4 more days. And we don't want him going totally crazy. So Pence, this week on the ascendant, the thing giving him life is the devil, Donald. Scared for his life. And he had the world reversed card, meaning, yeah, he knows it's the end. This is not going as planned. And Justice Roberts had the world card right side up. That is interesting. Anybody else with this world card on the ascendant? The Proud Boys are the devil reversed. That is interesting. Justice Roberts is the only one that has a world card right side up. So Pence has that. Who he is not a strong leader. He is the King of Wands reversed. Income gains values. Assets. Why would he have the Moon card there? See, that's where things get messed up unless he's counting on, I think they've got some sort of deal going on in the background. His income is, he's getting paid off from China, I think is what that's about. Is Pence being reimbursed by China? Is Pence being reimbursed by China right now to hold off? Or he's being reimbursed by CNP, or he's trying to hide charitable works with he is tied to CNP. He is in talks with the Council for National Policy. Uh-oh, does that mean does the money trace back to Pence in setting this thing up? Oh. Pence. He has a 3 of Cups via an agreement as a partner. Who is he partnering up? Do not even tell me it's Lev and Manafort and Stone. Oh, okay. So Pence has the 3 of Cups, the teamwork in his area of partners. Donald has the 3 of Cups in his area of secrets, as does Steve Scalise. Okay, what's this 3 of Cups business? What does the 3 of Cups represent? Show me 3 of Cups for these guys. The 6 Wands mob. Their shared celebration. How they're going to get out of this. The 3 of Cups, Pence has in the 7th house of partners. How does he relate to this with Donald and Scalise? Pence. Donald's secret 3 of Cups thing with Scalise and Pence. Scalise, how do you fit with these yahoos? Your 3 of Cups, your secret. That's the Empress. This is the Trump-Russia agreement. 2 of Pentacles reversed. They do not have any good choices that they're trying to manage because of the Russia. So Pence, the 3 of Cups with the 6 of Wands. He has the 4 of Pentacles, the stability in the White House. He is getting directions from Trump-Russia with the White House, what to do. Donald has the Knight of Wands. The action that's being taken about the White House, and Scalise is the Fool reversed. Doing something super foolish. Being a fog. What is this? What are they doing here? They all have an agreement here. at the basis of this? The Eight of Pentacles. How they're going to carry this out. This routine. Tarot, how do you see all of them together? They are the Queen of Swords. King of Cups. The Ace of Wands. The Queen of Swords. Nancy. I mean, this could be Nancy, Joe, or no, Kamala, Kamala and Joe, and an, holy crap, what are you guys doing to Kamala and Joe? That's what it is, an action regarding Kamala and Joe. What are you guys doing? What's this action about? Another attack. The Star, the Three of Cups. Oh, God. With China. Who's this Five of Cups? The Federalist is doing something with the Five of Cups. Fifth house of the Sun. The Federalist has the Five of Cups. This has to do with money. I bet this has to do with money and kickbacks. Ted Cruz has the moon in the fifth house of the president. There's China again. I bet that Five of Cups, that's their op. They have something planned with China to affect Biden-Harris. That is what Pence is carrying. Ten of Cups, eight. Someone's going to carry out quickly. His agreement. Pence, do you have an agreement with the Joint Chiefs? I don't want these cards. I have a Two of Cups for Pence and the Joint Chiefs in the first house. Oh, but the Joint Chiefs has theirs overturned. Okay, Pence and the Joint Chiefs. Do they have anything else together? Pence and the Joint Chiefs. Oh, the Five of Swords, which is the mafia, is the Joint Chiefs has that as a secret, whereas Pence has that as a hinted enemy. Oh, really? Okay, you know what? Let's just ask the Joint Chiefs. Joint Chiefs, what's going on with Pence? What's going on with Pence? Joint Chiefs. So this is the rusher, always for everything that they do. Their undercover secret plans, but it's been spilled. What's at the basis of what you have on Pence? Joint Chiefs. The Five of Pentacles, that is the insurrection reversed. This is a healing from that. That is making amends from that. What's Joint Chiefs? What's crowning Pence of what you know about what's going on? a plan set forth. What happened in the past with Pence, Joint Chiefs? Something's getting movement, momentum, something is going. Because Pence had to be rushed out, which has led to what with Pence? Joint Chiefs. Setting something up. Oh, you're setting something up? What's your challenge with Pence right now? It's the Trump dynasty. Dealing with them. Because the Joint Chiefs is covered in the Three of Wands reversed, not really being able to take a whole lot of action because Trump is still president. So in the future, setting something up. Joint Chiefs, how do we see you and Pence together? We see them as the Five of Cups. They're both very disappointed. What is it that you're working on with Pence? What's the environment of your relationship with Pence right now, Joint Chiefs? Oh, so this is the rusher. This is Donald's card for handing everything over to Russia. So the environment of Pence and the Joint Chiefs relationship is stopping that process of handing stuff over to Russia. Joint Chiefs, what's your hope with Pence? They hope that the Seven of Swords, they hope that there will be a forfeiture. They hope that the theft of what's going there, things will be forfeited. Oh, they fear with Pence that he won't come through. He'll do something stupid, foolish, or a situation will happen that thwarts that. So what's your next step with Pence, Joint Chiefs? One step at a time, taking a little piece of information at a time, from here to there, to there, to there, to there, because what they're trying to affect is the Ten of Swords, because Donald is so injured, so stabbed in the back. He really is at his wit's end. So emotional. And the MAGAs, that's what they're having to contend with. So that's what they're trying to manage right now with Pence. The Three of Cups, thwarting whatever it is. I was saying this was Pence, Scalise, and Trump. So maybe whatever that plan is with handing stuff over to Russia, to end it. To end the takeover. To end the coup. That's what they're doing. This is why it's taking so long. This is the very delicate thing that they're trying to manage in the moment. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of cards, Clarence. Right? Okay, you guys, you know what? I think I'm going to call it quit. Oh my goodness, we've gone for 2.5 hours. Thanks you guys so much for coming out tonight. We have this moon in Pisces. Be creative with your new contracts that you're writing out. I will be live again sometime this weekend. I'm not sure when exactly. When we're really out of balance over here and have to get ready for school Monday. I'm so glad hybrid learning starts again next week, but still lots of stuff to take care of here. I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you so much. Thank you, wonderful moderators. My lucky girl, my lucky girl. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Cat. Marty, do you see the new acting attorney general? He looks like a hitman, big time reach. That guy, I'm not worried about him. That new AG, he has been clipped, snipped. Yeah, and he does look a little freaky. Okay, thank you, T-Bar. Thank you, lucky girl. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Debsy. It was a good one, Debsy. Our little Mer-Goat did a reading from her. She told us what to focus on. Our new moon contracts were. It was very interesting and quite detailed. I would have never thought of it on my own. Okay. Larry, hugs and tickles. Don't fall off your chair, dude. Thank you, Cecile. Thank you, Desrat. Hi, Katrina. Okay. Have a good night, you guys. See you soon. Okay.